'Cause you're the one that I choose. 'Cause all I wanted from you was for our love to come through. There's nothing else I can do, but you're the one that I choose.
Welcome to Rock Around the Clock, daily cloud gaming news live at the same time, Monday to Friday. But first, if you're new to the show, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you'd like to support the channel, why not hit the join button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rock? Hello, happy Thursday. Flip me the days, they go like Mandalorian spaceships. I finished The Mandalorian the other day. I actually really enjoyed it. I know there were a fair few folk who were like, oh, I didn't really enjoy this one. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, maybe not quite as good. But that said, the last couple of episodes, no spoilers, lots going on. I thought it was all right. Ayo, Geek to Sneak, how are you, dude? We have Pedda in the building. We have Neil in the building. Spectrum, Ralstar, Reaver the Beaver, Miss Phoenix, and of course, the lovely Crystal. And who could ever decry the beauty of the gaming cyborg, Mr. Raymond himself, and Chariot Man Gaming popping in as well. Great to see you guys. And of course, look, just sneaking in right at the end there for a bit round of applause. Little Pycon. How are you? I hope you're all well. I didn't know I was going to make it on time. I had a meeting, good meeting this afternoon. It was really good, actually. And on top of that, I wanted to get a video out really. So I hurtled home like a Mandalorian ship and got the video out. So I tell you what, actually, quite pleased. I wanted to put a cheeky thumbnail on the video, right? And I thought, what can I do? I wanted to use a picture of Sir Winston Churchill. But they're all owned by somebody, you know, they're all copyright down the road somewhere. So I used AI. I used artificial intelligence to create my picture of Winston. I'm really pleased with it. But, I mean, I've got an account with Midjourney, which is the kind of the daddy right now, generative graphic AI, and I've used it a couple of times for various things. There's a Sherlock Holmes video on the channel as well, game I played where I created I used this. Actually, I didn't use Midjourney, I used not quite as good a version, and it created a little thumbnail for me, which is okay. Don't look too closely because bits of the face are in the wrong place and stuff, but just so you're skirting through, didn't do a bad old job, you know. Welcome to Thursday. Of course, Thursdays are our cloud gaming news day, and we have got a ton of it today. Actually, we've got as the usual ones. We've got GeForce Now because it's the Thursday blog. We have the Epic Games, which we'll have a little look at as well. One very interesting piece of news, which is kind of cloud gaming based, which we'll also have a look at. So lots. I'm pretty good. Look at this. I've got it on auto for a second. I actually quite like it on auto. What do you guys think? It basically, the way it works is obviously every message comes up on screen and it hangs out for 20 seconds and then it gets replaced. There's Jem. Hello, Jem. What's up, gamers? Which is quite cool as long as I catch the message, because sometimes they go past and you guys see them, but I'm looking over here and I don't always see them. So I keep forgetting to use AI for my work. Should absolutely be using it on a daily basis. It's getting better and better and better. It really is. I consume YouTube more than I do any other form of entertainment outside gaming. And at the moment, I would say my diet is probably 60 to 70% around AI tools and tips and things. It's definitely a fascinating area. I mean, you know, it has its concerns, and particularly Midjourney. A lot of those guys, they gather the base imagery from around the web, which means that they are using somebody's copyrighted material, albeit it'll be greatly enhanced or de-hanced, if that's a word. But, you know, it is a concern, particularly if you are a photographer or a graphic designer, an illustrator, to know that your work is probably going to end up in a form that you can't sue for lost earnings. Although I do know Midjourney, I think they're currently in the process of, in that sort of, I mean, you imagine a big photography union. I mean, they must be absolutely quaking in their boots. The likes of the big photo libraries, the stock libraries, who have made obscene amounts of money over the decades. They're like, we're losing out. So you're seeing people like Adobe and those big stock libraries introducing an option for you to create your own stuff as well. Or, indeed, using Midjourney as an example, you can export all day long, and those photo libraries will take those images in and give you a kickback if they manage to get anybody to pay for them. I've done it a couple of times just to see how it works. Never made anything from it because, truthfully, you know, you're going into a pool of millions of images, and unless you've got one that's really, really specific, chances are it's going to get lost in there. But it's all good. I'm not going to hang around here for too long, guys. We've got so much news to go through. So we'll go through that news. I just want to show you my thumbnail because I'm so proud of it. Here it is. I'll see if I can find it. It's quite funny. I literally used Midjourney to create Winston. I'll show you. Hang on, I'll flick over to Simple Larry. I think it's going to work. Let's go over. Here we are. Yeah, so you could just about see it here. Look. There you go. You see I've got Activision Blizzard over a Union Jack, the Union flag, and then young Winston puffing on his cigar. And that was created by AI, by Midjourney for me. Brilliant. For that kind of a thing, it's excellent. And I really like the idea. Obviously, as you can see, a lot of my thumbnails feature half a dozen images of me. They're not particularly exciting images. They're not very well taken. And some of them are fairly inappropriate for the content. So I quite like the idea of getting AI to generate a kind of quirky graphic, an eye-catching graphic, for anything that has a very specific content narrative. So it all kind of works, don't it? Have you ever thought putting the bear emoji in your name, Jem? Hey, there's a good thought. There you go. Reva's put a beaver against his... Who'd have thunk it? Right, let's get over to GeForce. We'll start with GeForce. Ding! Here we go. Look at this. Welcome to the family. Let's go in and have a look. So, a couple of bits of news. Interestingly, one of the bits of news from GeForce today, we covered off on Rokk Show on Tuesday, inadvertently, because we didn't know. And it was that I think a couple of people, Cloud Dosage and our good friend Code Z, Owl Music, had pointed out that a load of Resident Evil games had been onboarded via Steam, and lo and behold, one of the major news items today is that those very games are indeed on GeForce Now this coming week, as of today, presumably. So that's Resident Evil 2, 3, and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I loved 7. Actually, do you know what? I'm chapter 11 of Resident Evil 4. I am loving that game. I really don't want it to end. I am absolutely loving it. I've become such a massive Resident Evil fan. I've also picked up the DLC from... Hey, Christian, I've picked up the DLC again. I've got it. I owned it. I'm halfway through it. The Village DLC. Is it something Rose? Winter Rose or something. And I've been playing that as well and loving that. I'm just loving it. Hello, Al. We've just been talking about you, my friend. Just you tipped off the other day about those Resident Evils coming to GeForce, and indeed, here they are. Look at that. Exactly as you'd spotted. The other bit of news is there are some, I think, 3 new servers that have come online for the 4080 Super Pods, as they call them. So we're looking at, and I tell you, Bjorn is beyond himself. Bjorn's beyond, because one of them is Stockholm in Sweden. There it is up there. You can see it in the corner. Stockholm. So that's brilliant. That is exactly where Bjorn is. He lives in Stockholm. So there you go. That little dot up there, if you ever wondered, that's where our good friend Bjorn inhabits. So he's now got one, which is awesome. Also, Miami. Hey, that's good. I'm gonna be there in a couple of weeks. Woohoo! Yes, I'll be able to. Wow, definitely taking my laptop for a bit of GeForce Now, undoubted. That is awesome. I did hear that the Activision Blizzard games are not likely to come. That's not what I've heard. I've heard the complete reverse. Actually, there was a. I think it was Tom Warren, or no, it wasn't. It was Zach Laidlaw, who reached out to GeForce and asked, and they said, no, as far as we're concerned, it's happening. It's not a case of the Activision deal having to happen. So I don't know. Let's wait till we see the official. But as far as I'm aware, anyway, look at this: Portland, Oregon. Don't know why they needed to put Oregon there. I mean, they haven't said Miami Fleur, have they? I mean, and I also wish I wouldn't get that freaking thing pop up all the time, wanting me to share the graphics. So Portland, Oregon, Miami, Florida, and Stockholm, Sweden are the 3 new super ports. So they are rapidly, well, not rapidly, but they are rolling them out. And if you look at the map of the US, so pretty much now the entirety of the east and west is covered. There's a big slither that leads you down to Mexico, which seems to be bereft of GeForce Now. I don't know where those, you got Montana and so on. But anyway, hopefully we'll see more. And of course, Canada's not really being catered for either, is it? Although I'm guessing if you're extreme west or extreme east, you're probably getting them from Oregon or from the east states over here, so you're probably okay. Because I know that Bjorn, even though he's up there in Stockholm, he was picking up quite nicely from Frankfurt without any major kind of latency or anything. So I think you're going to be okay. So that was that. The rest of it really just talks about the Resident Evil games. I was offered a code for Resident Evil 2, but as I've been playing it on, I kind of feel a bit of a ham taking it on, so I didn't put my hand up for it. But it's all good. Here are the other games that are coming. There are 9 new games that are coming this week, over the next couple of days. Well, yeah, no, indeed. Today, tomorrow, and then 28th is Saturday, isn't it? I was thinking tomorrow was the 28th. Oh, okay. Any road up. Shadows of Doubt, After Image, Roots of Patcher, Bramble the Mountain King. I'm so excited about that game. Poker Club, not at all. Resident Evil 2, 3 and 7 Biohazard. So here's the thing. I have a video on my channel somewhere of me completely playing all the way through the trial, the initial kind of demo of Bramble the Mountain King. And that game is amazing. I have applied for a code for it, actually, not through GeForce. So whether or not I get it, I don't know. But actually, for 22 quid, I'll probably end up buying it because I really enjoyed it. It's a great looking game. The thing I love, and you can see it here, you are a tiny, tiny little character. So everything's obviously at normal size. So you've got that gorgeous depth of field and the detail in the little world that you're walking through. Looks absolute. Ow! That hurt my ears. Yeah, it looks really cool. I know Bjorn's not too keen because he's aware of the stories, the kind of the old sort of stories that this comes from, an old Nordic story, and apparently it used to scare him as a kid, so he's not too keen. Tomorrow is the 28th. Yes, you're right. Thank you, Reba. You are right, my friend. So this is today. So release date today for Bramble. Thank you for that, pointing that out. The only reason I queried it was, I don't know why, but I was thinking it's the day and date for Jedi Survivor, and obviously I'm giving a copy away. And I thought it was tomorrow, and I'm glad you pointed out that it is. By the way, it's also our big old end of month giveaway tomorrow. How do you guys fancy winning? Don't forget, this is members and subscribers. How do you guys fancy a copy of The Last of Us Part 2 for PC? And tomorrow's giveaway, you fancy that? It's obviously been patched a lot since it was released. When it first came out, there was a lot of complaints. It was bug-ridden, but it's been fully patched. As far as I'm aware, it works really well now on PC. So if that's of interest, well, if you're a member, you're already in. But of course, you'll get to add a few more subs, a few more tickets in by joining me tomorrow in the chat. So somebody is going to win that tomorrow. That's full price, only recently launched, and very, very good quality title. I couldn't get my words out there. So that's tomorrow, guys, for you. I've got it. I bought it a while back. It was a big, I mentioned this earlier, there was a big giveaway, big monthly giveaway. Somebody won, and it was a she, because I had the email address. I emailed her, and I emailed her twice, and she never got back. And that was over a month ago now, I guess. So it's fair game. You guys get to win. Last of Us Part 2 on the PC. I bought it on PlayStation when it launched. Absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. Hello, Death Alive. How are you, my friend? We've still got today's giveaway, of course. We'll do that in a little while. So that's Bramble. Not bad for 22. I'm not sure what there's Roots of Pasha or Patcher. Oh, look at this. This is cute. Oh, reminds me of Dinkum. Oh, look at him. He's on the back of an alpaca. It's Packer. Yeah, look, alpaca. There you go. Worked it out in the end. So he's riding around on the back of essentially a South American llama. Well, llama's South American as well, aren't they? I'm not sure what the difference is between a llama and an alpaca, but I'm guessing that's what that is, packer, as in alpaca. Normally £19.79. Well, it's actually normally £21.99. It's got a little 10% discount, so it's a little bit cheaper. I bought a GFN gift card for someone. How long does it take to process? Oh, should be instant. Have you not? Has it not come through? Yeah, I have heard of people having issues. You might need to get in touch with support, Crystal. It should. Oh, do you? Trying to think. You're about the physical card that there's like a little business card that they send in the post. Is that the one? And are you asking how long it takes to come from buying it in the post? That, I guess, is down to. Yeah, no, and it says processing. No, it's not a physical one. Okay. Should be instant. You should get the, yeah, okay. You should get it like boom, straight away. So if it hasn't happened, get in touch with support. If you don't get any joy, DM me, because I'm an ambassador. I'll go straight to the top and get that resolved for you, don't worry. Not a problemo. Also, don't forget, guys, I've still got 20 GeForce Now priority codes to give away. They're 3 days, so, not masses of time, but if you time it right, a great weekend play, and you'll get to play unfettered for 3 whole days. 30, whatever that is, 2, 4, was it 2, 4, 6, 60, 72, 74, isn't it? 72, 74 hours, whatever. But you get to play all of that stuff. As long as obviously you need to connect your Steam account, or your GOG or your Epic account, and whatever you have in those accounts, you can play it as long as it's on GeForce Now. So hook up with me either on my Discord or DM me on Twitter. You don't need to private message me. You can come publicly say I want one, but I don't want to publicly post it because you won't be the one that gets to it first, I promise. But I got 20 of those to give away. As long as you have not got an account, you can use it. So if you've got an account, don't think, oh great, I'll get a free 3 days. That doesn't work. But certainly if you have a new account, or you go and set a new one up, you can have them. So that's all good, isn't it? Anyway, there's Roots of Packer, if that's your thing. We know what Resident Evil looks like. The Swordsmen X Survival. Not sure about this one. Let's have a little peep at this. A martial arts open world adventure game that combines survival and crafting. I love the way there's like a half a dozen genres around at the moment, aren't there? And, they're either survival games or roguelike games or Souls-like games or first-person shooters or whatever. And now people are sort of going, well, let's get a bit of that and a bit of this and put it together, and it'll be like a roguelike survival first-person shooter meets Roblox. There's almost a dearth of originality, but that's the same in every field. And then left field, somebody throws something in which no one's seen before. It goes absolutely massive, and a whole new genre is born. I'm sure there'll be loads of that coming up. But there you go. It actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's not my thing, I don't think. But it's coming soon, apparently. So I don't know when that's coming as far as GeForce Now. But I'm guessing if it's been onboarded, that it must be today, later today, maybe. Oh, here you go, 28th of April. So it's tomorrow, official launch. So I reckon it was due to launch today, and they've put it back a day. Either way, it's coming out. 256 square kilometres. Wow. Developed with Unreal Engine 4. A massive open world of 256 square kilometres. That is huge. Cultivate yourself by collecting, crafting, exploring, and other methods. Confront complex natural environments and challenges from other warriors. It does look good, actually. It's very pretty. Look at this. This is like almost like I've forgotten its name. PlayStation game. Oh, I don't know. I've forgotten it. I own it as well. I've never been able to finish it. You know the game I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's, I don't know, Nagasaki. Any road up, that's that one. Route to Packer. We looked at Route to Packer After Image. Quick look at After Image. What's that all about then? Another one of those manga boys. After Image is a hand-drawn 2D action adventure that emphasises fast paced combat with diversified character builds, non-linear levels, and a gripping story set in the ruins of a fantasy world. Came out a couple of days ago, $20.99. We can get the deluxe version for an extra £4. Add 30% for dollars and euros. It ain't far off that, to be honest. If you look at it from that perspective, you're fairly close, I would say. So about $26, $25 to $26 as a base price. Don't know. God, it's difficult to tell from the videos, isn't it? But if that's your thing, it's there, and it's going to be on. See, it's interesting. That said April 24th. What did we look at? Oh yeah, Swordsman. You see, new release April. On Steam, April 27. They've now said 28, so they'd probably put it back a day or a summit. Shadows of Doubt. No doubt this game contains content. Glad to hear it. An immersive sandbox detective stealth game set in a fully simulated sci-fi noir city of crime and corruption. Think like a PI and take on jobs to earn cash. Using that kind of what's it called? My brain today, Minecraft. It's kind of Cyberpunk meets Minecraft. That's where my head was going, which is a really interesting concept, I guess. A lot of people love that art style, don't they? But there you go. That one's very positive, and it came out a couple of days ago. Early access. Going to get 10% off, $14.39. That's there if you want it, so it's awesome. Think we've now covered GeForce. Honkai, literally, blah, 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 blah. It's all good. Right, what else you got for me, Rokk? Epic Games. Look at the new games. Woohoo! Breathage, I reckon that should be pronounced. What do you reckon? And Reva loves Cyberpunk. There you go, dude. There you go. So if it's Cyberpunk meets Minecraft without digging, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? So, Poker Club. Did they mention Poker Club was one of the games? Where have I seen that? Oh yeah, there you go, Poker Club. See, that's a good thing about GeForce. They do work in collaboration with Epic to try and make sure the new free games are on there. And the reason Breathage may not be is because it may already be on there. I have found that in the past. Survive in outer space together with your immortal chicken. Discover the truth behind your sudden spaceship crash. Craft tools, pilot vehicles, control space stations to survive and explore the wreckage. Yeah, I don't know about the chicken part, but that sounds quite fun to me. What we got? 25th of Feb 21. I wonder why and at what point did America deviate from the rest of the world when noting the shorthand for a date? Because if you think, in Britain and everywhere else in the world, we go day, month, year, which kind of makes sense, doesn't it? They get bigger as they go, right? And then America go month, day, year. And it's just a weird one. I know you go Feb 25th rather than 25th of Feb. I get that. And it would be 11/9, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be 9/11. But I just wonder why they deviated from the rest of the world, given that America is full of people from the rest of the world. It's an interesting thought. That's no more or no less. I actually like the look of this one. This is a game I reckon I'd play. I'm going to get it. I do this every week. I give away no private information. I never click the box. Do you do that? The little box that says you want to share your... No, I don't do that. I think they get paid if you play it anyway, so it's not like they're doing it just to grab your info. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Thanks for your order. You're more than welcome. Thank you. In terms of whether or not it exists on... Look at that. Isn't that a lovely little animation? It's like a blob of... like oxygen. Like a blob of water in the space station. That's what that is, isn't it? It's that kind of thing. So let me have a quick look and see. I have a link here somewhere to a site that will tell us where it... Cloud Game List, is that the one? Let's try it. So if we put Breathage, I'm sure this is how it's Here we go. So, yeah, so it is available on GeForce. That's why it's not being shown as a new game today, because it's already there. So if you claim that one, you can play it on GeForce now. Also on, they mention Shadow and Air GPU. I have no idea what Air GPU is. I believe it's an Asian cloud platform. Shadow, of course, is just a virtual PC. But it isn't available on these down here. But it is available on GeForce, so that's really good news. This is cloudbase.gg, by the way. I think Yonka, who is the guy behind Cloudbase, is on Rock Players later. Little segue there. 90% certain. I know he was mentioned the other day about being on the show. So that's awesome, is it not? I think it is. Oops. So yeah, there we go. I was just going to have a little look and find out. I didn't realise it would show my Twitter over the top. Nobody wants to see that. Right, so what else do we have? Oh yeah, we had poker thing. I must admit, I'm not a card player. I've never been interested in poker, but a lot of you are. Rudigs, how are you, my friend? I see a lot of people there greeting the Lord Rudigs. Yeah, I don't know. I think it just never really appealed to me. Gambling doesn't appeal to me at all. I don't bet, never have done on anything. And I know you can play poker without betting, and it's all about being, sort of blagging your opponents and stuff. But it's not my thing. Having said that, if there was a kind of training mode, might be interesting to play it if it kind of taught you how to play, because I don't know how to play poker. I can play Snap, which is about it. But if it kind of taught you how to play, that would be interesting. For me, it would be interesting. Live the life for Poker Pro in the most immersive poker simulation ever seen, with Ultra HD 4K visuals and breathtaking ray tracing. Really? Oh yeah, on the table there. Join a community of online players on their way to the top and track your progress in more than 10 Texas Hold'em tournament modes. Whether you're a seasoned poker pro or brand new to the table, perfect your play style for the chance to win. Do you know what? I'm actually gonna get that. Having just whinged about no interest in it at all, I would actually like to have an appreciation of what's involved in playing. So if it taught me, thanks for your order. You're very welcome, Epic. I would be quite keen. What we got coming up next week then, or in the near future? Well, Against All Odds, yeah. Phil Collins. I love that game. It's all about Phil Collins trying to make a track. No, it's not. I'm not sure what it is. It's quite good though, doesn't it? It actually looks pretty cool. Walter's cut, rent's due, jobs are scarce. Time to get rich, enter the Slaughter League and win against all the odds. In a dizzying array of lethal multiplayer races in this competitive multiplayer platformer party game, there can only be one winner. So kiss friendships goodbye. Multiplayer. It looks like a kind of Fall Guy and all that kind of stuff. Like those. I'm sorry, guys. I have real brain fog today. Those the games on TV where everybody has to race across balls and stuff. You know the thing I'm thinking of. Was thinking about the new Star Wars game, says Al, coming to GeForce Now. Next Thursday's May the 4th, and may it be with you as well. Yeah, I've said this a million times. Hey, Eddie, we don't get any inkling of what's coming until a couple of days before the Thursday. So I would love to say yes, but I genuinely don't know. Anyway, that actually looks pretty good. I could not play this game without hearing that Phil Collins track in my head, though. It would be in there. It wouldn't be going anywhere. And for all you younger folk, I know you don't have a clue what I'm talking about. Horizon Chase Turbo. This was, wasn't this a mobile game originally? I mean, it still kind of looks it, doesn't it? But that is $15.99 right now. So if you hang on a week, you can play it, which is good if you're into that kind of arcade racing experience. KO the Kangaroo. I actually have this game. It was given to me as a code. I have to say it's really good fun. I really enjoyed it. Playing it on, I don't think it was on GeForce Now at the time. Hopefully it will be. I think I had to download it and play it. But yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's those kinds of games. You've seen them. Crash Bandicoot and all that malarkey. And it's actually really well done. I think this is a remaster of an original, but I may be wrong. Definitely worth waiting a week though. It's good fun. It's a good game. Good game. I must go back and play it again. Hopefully, if it comes out to GeForce Now, I'll be able to play it there. I just tend to play all my PC games on GeForce. Or you know, wherever else they exist. I just find it hassle on the PC, so I don't bother. Hey, Streamlabs, how are you doing, bro? We usually have family Uno arguments over Christmas, all part of the festive magic. Yeah, beating up your family at Christmas is what it's all about, isn't it? Count me in for Uno, says Reva. Rudig says, I'm all in for community play games. I want to play Uno. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you, mate. Uno's good fun though, isn't it? It's a great game. So there's 3 next week, and to be fair, all 3 of them look half decent, don't they? So that's good. Where are we? 22. I've got 2 more links to go for. We'll quickly look at Cloud Dosage. So they obviously do the GeForce Now rundown, which we've just been through. They mention that Cow or KO the Kangaroo, I guess it's KO because it's a knockout, he's a boxer. KO the Kangaroo and 3 Urban Trial games are live on Utomic, so that's good for the cloud. They talk about the Microsoft Activision deal and being kicked about the place by the CMA. Lots of vicious comments coming out of Activision and Microsoft. I mean, proper. The guy, I'm forgetting his name now, Bobby somebody, the MD of Activision, was like, well, that's it. We're going to pull all our business out of Britain. You've had your chance, stuff you. I'm sure everybody else is going to do the same thing. It's like, wow, way to go. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not particularly proud of my government at all. But you know what? We're not all. 99.9999% of the population had nothing to do with your deal breaker, mate. We'd still like to buy your games. APK, yeah, this is an interesting one. Picked up on this earlier. This is actually something that our good friend Al Davis in the chat today pointed out a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago, in fact. I ignored it. I talked to him about this afternoon. At the time, I kind of ignored it, and now it's been picked up by Cloud Dosage. It's essentially that there is indeed Amazon Luna has an Android app that up until this point has primarily been focused on setting up the Luna controller on your home Wi-Fi, but things are about to get interesting. So within the APK, it's very clear that you're going to be able to play Amazon Luna from the Android app. Now, we did cover off that we know that Luna is coming to the LG and the Samsung TVs. It may already have started to roll out, so it was only a hop, skip and a jump because they're Android based, I guess, or I think at least Samsung is, for an Android version of the app to appear. I kind of ignored it because I've got it on Fire Stick. I was just like, I don't care. But actually, of course, it's huge news. So it means that you should be able to not only play it on your Android device, but also on a device that will run an Android app, like a Chromecast for Google TV or for a Shield Pro, for example. So that is actually quite interesting. And I'm loving the fact that the bit that's missing in all of these is, of course, the xCloud app and some way to play PlayStation. I'm not holding my breath for that one, for cloud games. Ain't holding my breath, but xCloud's going to happen, I'm convinced. Resident Evil's coming to GeForce, we found that out, and then some stuff that's going on in life. So finally, for today, I actually think it's a good thing the CMA did. Cloud is the future. Yeah, if you check out it's only 3 minutes long. I've got a 3 or 4 minute video case ball that I uploaded just before the show. It's got a really little cheeky thumbnail of Winston Churchill, and I basically say the same thing. What it's actually about isn't about GeForce Now or Boosteroid, because they're just playing PC games anyway. It's about the guys that haven't got that model, like your Amazon Lunas and your Utomics and your Blacknut, and the fact that they're kind of getting locked out. And what the CMA are concerned about is that at this early stage of cloud, nobody really knows what the future is. And if you start to slice out people from their business model, that is anti-competitive. I mean, in its rawest sense. Actually, the solution is really simple for Microsoft. Really simple. But it's up to them to come to that particular water. Anyway, got a 3 minute video. You guys have already seen it. It's just a cut from yesterday's show. So you can go and watch that, and that's what I cover off. Finally, guys, we did talk about this a little while ago. The Asus Republic of Gaming ally has finally come out with price leaks and spec leaks. It is absolutely happening. Do you remember we looked at, I don't know if it was on Rokk Show or whether we covered it off here. Hey, how you doing, Ant, my good friend? Either way, it's absolutely happening now. This is it. We did look at it. We looked at a video of it. And wow, this is coming up. We now know, or we have a fairly credible reference point, source point for how much it's going to cost. Before I show you, my gut feeling is that it's, for what you're going to get, the specs are very high. It's probably not badly priced, but I think it might be too rich for the market. So let's make our way down and we'll have a little looky-poos. So what they're talking about is about $699, which is around $560. Well, that's a couple hundred more than a Steam Deck. However, it does come with some amazing specs at 120 hertz. Which I presume will translate to frames per second. So you're looking at 120 frames per second. Comparing the Asus and the Steam Deck Premium, this is the key, that's just $50 more. That's a fair point. You're paying for the high-end Asus compared to the Premium Steam Deck, which is priced at $649. But given the difference between the units, you're getting one heck of an upgrade for the money. If the Z1 Extreme chip's performance is as good as it is on paper, then Valve needs to respond. Why did I see there were specs? Or was it just somebody put the specs in a tweet? I mean, 120 Hz 1080p versus 60 Hz 720p with a Steam Deck. It's a faster chip. It will run, let's have a proper look at this. The Asus ROG Ally. What happens if I click on there? Where's it going to take me? Nowhere? Well, maybe, I don't know. Already setting itself up as a strong Steam Deck competitor. It will support Windows 11. In fact, if you look at everything we know so far about the ROG, the price was the unknown factor that could very well tip the scale. So yeah, I mean, when you look at it from that point of view, if it's comparable to the premium end, where did I see the specs? Either way, it was superior from a spec perspective. And I believe it's cloud optimized as well out of the box. So you can install games, but it will also allow you to run cloud as well. Obviously a higher screen, similar size to a Switch, I think. The overall build of the thing uses very good quality switches in the thumbs and the buttons. It's annoying, isn't it? Because I thought I had the... Let's have a quick look at this. Hey, pointy lady! What have you got for me? Let's see what she said. Have I got captions? Here we go. Captions. All the juicy details, blah, 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 blah. Ryzen Z1, AMD Ryzen Z1 Super. 2 models apparently. So there'll probably be a lower priced version. I reckon they're going almost dollar for dollar up against the Yo Vet. I think they're going dollar for dollar up against the Steam Deck, but at a higher. I mean, they're bound to be. Steam Deck's been kicking around for a bit now, and of course, Steam Deck themselves have another one in the works. I would also be, for me, the big seller for this, if it was just $50 more, if it had an OLED screen, and I don't know, I think it does. 512GB memory, micro SD slot, which shows the Steam Deck, I believe. Well, it does. I know it does. SSD, so 600 something grams, lighter than the Steam Deck. And 7-inch 1080p, 120 frames per second. We knew this. I mean, that's pretty cool, actually, to be fair. Getting dual front-facing speakers, Dolby Atmos. I mean, yeah, whatever. Gives you some level of surround experience. Oh, here we go. Stop. Pause. Right, what we got? A processor, the Zen 4C/8T, 2.4 to 3.5 gigahertz. Now, I don't know if that's between the 2 models or whether you can, beef it up, tune it up to 448 gigaflops of FP32. The GPU is an 8 RDNA2 CUS, 1 to 1.6 gigahertz, up to 1.6 teraflops. SteamOS. Oh, well, that's interesting. That I wasn't expecting. Hang on a minute. Am I looking at the Steam? I'm looking at the Steam Deck. What an idiot. What an idiot. Here's the one we wanted. Go away, Linus. It's more like it. AMD Ryzen Z1, AMD Ryzen Z1 Super, Windows 11, 16 gig of LDDR5 RAM. Is that enough? Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably enough. Storage, 512 gig with the micro SD slot, 608 grams, dual front face. Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. But I guess the question mark is, if you're in, here you go, they're showing the Switch. I reckon it's pretty much similar size. If you've got a Switch, then you're looking at that kind of size, maybe slightly wider. Of course, you can't take the controllers off, as you can with a Switch, although you undoubtedly could use a standard controller. Because that's the thing, I prefer to use a standard controller with my Switch rather than the side. I don't like the space my hands are pushed apart with. But anyway, ROG, coming up. And if you're thinking of getting a Steam Deck, all I'd say is hang on a bit. Just hang on a bit, because it may well be black one. They've got a black one as well, have they, Cloudbusters? That's interesting. I wonder if the black one is the slightly cheaper model version. Could be, couldn't it? Right, Vet, how are you? Let's get over to the Wheel of Fortune. That's good. We covered a fair bit of news there, guys, didn't we? The breathage will go on to my my massive backlog of games. I'm sure I'll get around to it at some point. What else we got here? I'm just killing off all the stuff on my screen, so I don't want to cloud my judgment. So let's see. Where are we? Yes, let's see who's going to win today. I haven't been able to get hold of Raw Mac Gamer, by the way. And as I've said before, I will if I know you, and if I know where you live, I will get in touch. But if I don't, you're going to need to get in touch with me. Don't wait for me to get in touch. If you know that you've won a game and you haven't heard from me, best to get in touch with me rather than wait. I won't throw the game back in, at least not for a few days. But just to be on the safe side. So watch out for that. Right, let's do it. Let's find out who's going to win today. Don't forget, tomorrow, Last of Us Part 2 for PC. Full price game. And that is going to be our big month giveaway for members and people that turn up tomorrow in the chat. Let's do this. Who's it gonna be as we turn the wheel of fortune? There goes Rouster. Wave goodbye, my friend. There's Raw Matt. It's actually slowing down near Raw Matt Gamer. Gadgets Kev, Warmaster. It's going to be Gadgets Kev or Warmaster. Here we go. Gadgets Kev. I haven't seen Gadgets Kev around for a while, actually. Do you know, I'm not 100% sure that young Gadgets Kev is... I'm not sure I've got him on Twitter. Also, it's worth joining my Discord because I can at least, as long as your YouTube name and your Discord name are pretty much the same or very similar, I can always send you a DM that way. So I'll check him out, man. I'll check him out on Discord. Right, let's get this one up. Let's see what the old fella's going to be winning. Let's see what Kev's going to get for his prize. Here we go. Whoa! You don't get this music, I don't know why. Let me just try. Was it Wheel of Fortune? Ah, there it is. You should be, I don't know why you don't. I'll just hum it. What's it gonna be? Cultures. Oh, Ryan's Rescue Squad. That's a great little game. Wow. He did well. Ryan's Rescue Squad. Gadgets Kev. Well done, Gadgets Kev. You can hear it. What, the bit that goes dum 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 dum, or this bit in the background here? Because I know you can hear that. It's the dum dum dum. It's that bit that I don't know that you can hear. You know when the wheel starts and there's some music? You can hear that music, and then it stops and you don't hear it anymore. Huh. Well, I'm happy then. Oh, hang on, I can see it now. It was hidden. The little bar was hidden down below. Oh. Huh. So this. Yeah, I can see you can hear it. I can see it now. Oh, I'm so much happier now. You've made my day. You made my day. I was all worried that you couldn't hear it. I'm not going to give him a second turn of the wheel. Yes, a game named after you. Reva's Rescue Squad. Brilliant stuff. So what have we learnt today? We've learned that the Resident Evils are coming to GeForce Now. Of course, the next question is, at what point will... Thank you, Spectrum. I'm so happier now. Rescue Beavers. Yeah. Me and Ray could have so much fun with a game called Rescue Beavers. I can't begin to tell you. We have learned that the Resident Evil games, Capcom, are well in with GeForce Now, which probably means that the 4 remake isn't that far down the road, which would be good. We look forward to that. You naughty people, your minds are like sewers. We have learned that the games out today on Epic are Poker Club, I think it was called, and Breathage, Poker Club and Breathage, and that next week it's Against All Odds by Phil Collins, Horizon Chase Turbo, and KO the Kangaroo. At least 2 of those are great games. And we've learned that the ROG Ally is going to come in at a very competitive, almost pound for pound price against the Steam Deck, only kind of much higher spec. It's going to be a war, isn't there? We said this the other day. The RE games are live now, and RE Resistance is available too. This is awesome. Al is my man on the street. I just wish I could encourage him to come on our show, you know. I've been trying to get him to come on Players for such a long time, but I think he's a little bit shy. But look, Phoenix was shy, and now look at her, we can't shut her up. Be an interesting GFN roadmap next week. Oh, it could be K-Spore, you're right, my friend. It could be. I'd love to think it will be. I'm also looking forward to those first PlayStation games to make their way over. We can't shut her up, Jem. We can't shut her up, mate. She's lovely. I loves me a bit of Phoenix. We watch I'd try and jump in on her streams at the weekend with a little Welsh voice and a little bunny ears on her headset. It's lovely, it is. Friday tomorrow. Oh, players later. 3 hours from now, I reckon. 3 hours from now. I want to tell you who's on, because there's a fantastic lineup. I might come on. I might, but I'm not 100% sure. I just got your message, Crystal. Thank you for that. Keep in touch. Let me know if you do get any issues in recovering it, and I will go to the top and get that sorted. Don't worry. Keep me in the loop. So I'm just having a little look and seeing behind the scenes. See, Bjorn's a little monkey, ladies and gentlemen. So I set up a Rokk Players DM in Twitter to keep messaging, but he's gone and set one up in Discord, and I'd flit between the two, never quite knowing where the messages will be. So let me go over to the Rokk Players one in Discord. Let's see now. Well, I can guarantee you that Martinez won't be on today because he's working until, in fact, this is his last week, I believe. So he's going to be hopefully back next week to the show, because he had to take a month out to work a contract. So I think he's going to be back. So that's good news. Let's see. I think Yonkers from Cloud Catalog. I think that's what they're called. Gaming Catalog, isn't it? I think. And Ray's confirmed. Ray, are you on today, mate? That's awesome news. Code Z is a maybe. Oh, come on, Al. Phoenix is a maybe. Come on, guys. You guys have got to do it. I need to see you. I love your opinions. I love the diversity of having you guys in the show. I really want to... I tell you what, Al, if you come on today, I will make the effort and come on as well. Because I've never spoken to you in the flesh. So if you come on, I will do. I'm a maybe. Yeah, well, I've been trying to get you on as a permanent, as you know. I want Phoenix to be our resident permanent host with the other guys, and I'm gently easing her in. She doesn't know it yet. It's like the Borg. I am assimilating her. Ultimately, she'll just be resistance is futile, with a little bit of silver and a red dot on the side of her head. Any specific topics? Good question, Jem. I know they're going to talk about the ROG Ally, which we just covered off. I'd be amazed if they don't cover the CMA, because it's kind of the big ticket news item of the week, isn't it? Other than that, I don't know. Bjorn always surprises me with news that I hadn't captured. And he's great at finding stories like that. So it's always worth tuning in. He doesn't often tell me. There are no show notes. If there's one thing I can promise you about this channel is show notes are not us. There are limited bullet points for Rokk Show. Other than that, there's no show notes for this show at all. Nothing. A blank sheet of paper. I don't even pre-think what we're going to talk about, I promise. I just press go and then it comes. And then Rokk Players, Bjorn does put a little kind of a list together in his head of what we're going to talk about. He doesn't always share it. And then, of course, Saturday we have Josiah and Hezekiah, who are the father and son gaming team, who will be doing my next gen gaming. So it's all good. It's lovely, isn't it? I love it, all that family stuff. Guys, as always, you have been mega awesome. I just ride on your shoulders. You lift me up. Rokk, does your wife know that you're assimilating Miss Phoenix? Mate, she'd just say, get on with it. Whatever. I don't care, she'd say. Whatever. Love my next gen game. I know, it's so sweet. So sweet. Are you playing this weekend, Rokk? Yeah, I will do. I will. In fact, I will, in your honour, I will do a Disney Dreamlight Valley stream this weekend, because I know you wanted me to. So, Borg Nix. Brilliant. Yeah, I would definitely be doing that for you. I could have been streaming Res Evil 4, but 3 never really got any traction in terms of views. And as much as I enjoy it, I don't know that it's got a lot of traction. So I'm just gonna go with Disney Dreamlight. Maybe I might do some more Animal Crossing. I don't know yet. I need to go and look and see what the last one did. My game streams don't get. The Enraged Bot is now following. Thank you, Enraged Bot. That's a very, very kind thing to do right at the end of my show. Thank you. Yeah, my game streams don't get a lot of views. I'm not the world's. I'm not who you should be following for game streams. But I do enjoy doing them, and particularly first looks like the Dead Island one I did the other day and stuff. It's pretty much like Twitch, Rouster. What is Kick the new streaming place? Kick is a whole other topic. The very quick potted story of Kick is that it is owned by a company that's made its money out of gambling, largely. Gambling and crypto. They were a partner with Twitch. Twitch decided it wanted to clean its act up and it kicked them out as a partner. It didn't want their gambling and crypto money, billions that they had. In a fit of rage, they set up a Twitch-like it kind of came up with, right, we're going to do it then. And they've invested in Kick. Now, Kick is primarily very similar to Twitch. In fact, it uses the code. Amazon have kind of like you can buy into a whole package with Amazon that gives you a kind of a Twitch, which is what they're paying for. Whereas Twitch doesn't have to pay for that, you see, so it's already commercially ahead of the pack. But the Kick Boys do. And it also deviates in a really obvious way, because they pay out, I think it's 90 or 95% of any money you make, versus YouTube take 30% out and Twitch a similar amount, if not a bit more, in fact. So they're kind of working that way. However, it is a wild west. There is very little moderation that's going on Kick. It's almost like an OnlyFans from that respect. So you do have to be very careful. There is a massive amount of gambling that goes on there, because of course that's the actual business of the guys behind it, and they're using it as a front and a big marketing tool to promote their gambling applications. You know when you watch a channel late at night and there's some kind of gambling thing going on, or there's a phone this number and get in the slots and stuff. They're behind all that stuff. So there's the ethical side of me that I'm not very comfortable with Kick, and you probably noticed I stream to Kick. I have been streaming to Kick now for a while, pretty much on every show. Not very much traction. I mean, 1 or 2 people might watch occasionally, not very much. I'm just interested to see what happens with it. But primarily, I'm YouTube, and Twitch is my plan B, and Kick is just a test for me. But if you can get, and you don't need a huge amount of subscribers before the monetization kicks in. It's only about 70 odd. Yeah, but you're right though, Beaver. Josiah and Hezekiah, they do a lot of Kick. MM2K has started recently, and I know that Josiah and Hezekiah are doing okay. They've got a couple of hundred subscribers, so they're making a probably not insignificantly quite a nice little sum. I don't know, I've got 20 subscribers. I know I'm not monetized on there, and I haven't really pushed it either, so I'm not overly worried. This, you can water yourself down. This is where I like to hang out, even though it costs me a little bit more. I get to do things with you guys, and this stuff's here forever. Whereas I don't know, if Kick's anything like Twitch, 2 weeks and it's gone. So, at least here there's a permanent record. So, there you go. You did ask, I told. I will see you tomorrow. If I don't see you later today, don't forget, in 3 hours, we've got players with a whole bunch of VIPs, including Borgfix and Code Z. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for popping in. Bye.